alkyl benzene. By this method, we prepare the aromatic carboxylic acid. Alkyl benzene like toluene. Toluene, here it is CH3. It is going to oxidize by KMnO4 in basic medium, alkaline KMnO4. It forms salt of the alkali and the compound is like this. Here is COO negative, K positive. If it is KOH, NaOH, then Na positive here. And finally, it is going to combine with acid to form carboxylic acid, COOH. Okay. If number of carbon atoms more than 1 at this place, we are getting only the benzoic acid, whatever the carbon, like this. If more than 1 carbon here, CH2, CH3, it is going to oxidize under similar condition, KMnO4, basic medium, OH minus, also called sometimes Bayer's reagent. It is going to oxidize, we can write the final compound, we get benzoic acid, COOH. So whatever carbon available in this chain, maybe more than 1, but we are getting only the benzoic acid. Here the one condition, if this alkyl group is primary and secondary, then this type of oxidation going on. If this carbon is tertiary, then there is no oxidation, no reaction will take place, like this. If here is C, here is CH3, here is CH2, CH3, and here is CH3. This carbon is 3 degree, which is connected to this benzene ring. Due to steric hindrance, this oxygen or oxidation process is not carried out. There is no reaction. The reason is a steric hindrance. Because of that, the reaction is not going on. Up to 1 degree and 2 degree alkyl groups attached to the benzene ring, that can be oxidized to give carboxylic acid having 1 carbon only. Remaining carbon will come out in the form of carbon dioxide and water. And here in this case, tertiary, there is no oxidation. Okay, beta? So this is the one way. When there are more than 1 alkyl group attached to the different carbon atoms. Suppose it is a 1,2-dimethyl benzene, here is CH3, and going to oxidation by KMnO4, basic medium OH minus, it is going to oxidize to give phthalic acid. Here is CH3, here is COH, and here is COH. We get phthalic acid. P is silent. We are pronouncing is phthalic acid. Whatever the position of alkyl group in the benzene, on the benzene ring, the same carbon that converted into carboxylic carbon, and we are getting this carboxylic acid of this type. So this is the method to prepare aromatic benzene. One more method from alkenes. One more method is there. That is a 6th method from alkenes. This reaction you have studied in 11th class, properties of alkenes, oxidation by KMnO4. Here oxidation by KMnO4 in basic medium, like this, CH3, CH double bond, CH, CH3. If it is this type of compound, going to oxidize by KMnO4, KMnO4 in basic medium, then this bond is broken. After that, this H converted into OH and one oxygen joined to that carbon, it is going to form CH3C. Here is OH and here is double bond O. Both sides same number of carbon, that's why we are getting this type of compound. Okay. So this type of alkenes can be converted into carboxylic acid. One more example I am going to give. Please complete this reaction. Here is the compound. Cyclic alkene going to oxidize by KMnO4 in basic medium. What should be the product? Please decide the compound, final product, the product obtained by this method. What is the product here? Yes, beta. Please decide. What is going to happen in this reaction? This bond, double bond, is broken completely.
Hexane 1,6-dioic acid.
Yes, beta. Yes, it is correct. Yes, you are 100% correct. Here, this carbon is going to change into carboxylic carbon. Here, the product is like this. We can write in this way also. Here is COH and here is COH. Carbon atoms 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's why it is hexane. Hexane 1,6-dioic acid is the final product, or it may be written in a straight way. Straight line we can also use to write this. So this is the conversion of alkenes into corresponding or carboxylic acid. These are the various methods to prepare carboxylic acids. We have discussed so many methods of preparations. Now, properties of carboxylic acids. Physical and chemical both. Properties of carboxylic acid. Physical properties. In physical property, simply we see state, smell, solubility, melting and boiling point, density, etc. The one thing, if we talk about a physical state, lower members like formic acid, HCOH, acetic acid, and higher members, they are in liquid state. They are having a strong smell of carboxylic acid, a peculiar smell of that. And when number of carbon atoms near about 9, it becomes so viscous, solid state, and finally it is going to be solidified because of the long chain intermolecular force of attraction going to be stronger. So they exist in liquid state, lower members, and higher members in solid state, and density going to increase with increase of the carbon atoms in the chain. The another is solubility. Solubility of carboxylic acid. They ionize to give carboxylate ion and hydronium ion. That's why they are fairly soluble up to 4 carbon atoms. Formic acid, acetic acid, propionic acid, butyric acid, they are soluble in water. But as soon as the number of carbon atoms going to increase, their solubility decreasing. Because for bigger alkyl group, it is difficult to adjust between the water molecules. That's why their solubility decreases on increasing the carbon atoms. Formic acid, totally soluble. Acetic acid is also completely soluble in water. So they are soluble in water because of they ionize to give carboxylate ion, which can adjust it with water molecules, and hydrogen bonding is also there. Boiling and melting point. Boiling point and melting point. Boiling point is higher as compared to the corresponding alcohols or alcohol having comparable molecular mass, because they are going to form dimer formation takes place that we have seen in previous units, like CH3COOH. It is going to form a dimer in this way. Here is hydrogen bond and here is also a hydrogen bond, and it forms dimer. Because of that, the single unit, its molecular mass is higher than the expected value. Acetic acid, its molecular mass is 60. But in this situation, its molecular mass becomes just double, 120. so that their boiling point is higher as compared to alcohol. They are much viscous, they are somewhat viscous in liquid. Their intermolecular force, that is a dipolar attraction, they are more polar in nature. That's why force of attraction is stronger, and their boiling point is also going to be higher. When the number of carbon atoms is going to increase, surface area increases, and intermolecular force, hydrogen bond, that is a van der Waals force, is going to increase. Boiling point is also going to increase. When we talk about melting point, there is a change, slight change, like 3 carbon, 1, 2, 3, here is COH, 3 carbon carboxylic, then 4 carbon carboxylic, 1, 2, 3, 4. Certainly, it has this 4 carbon, that is butyric acid, has higher boiling point than propionic acid. Okay, and 5 carbon, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, COH. In boiling point, this is in increasing order, but in melting point, it is not. That is because of the even and odd number of carbon atoms. Here, the terminal carbon, if they are on the same side, crystal lattice is slightly poor. Here, terminal carbon atoms in opposite direction, that's why it forms better crystal lattice. And here, terminal carbon atoms, these two terminal carbon atoms, they are in the same side. That's why its crystal lattice is not that much strong as compared to this 4 carbon. So, when we compare these three, their boiling point, the boiling point, no, I have not written the boiling point value. Here, this boiling point is having some value. This boiling point of this 4 carbon is slightly more, and 5 carbon, melting point slightly lesser than the 4 carbon carboxylic acid. Its boiling point is higher, but melting point is lower than the 4 carbon carboxylic acid because of the terminal carbon, they are on the same side, and the crystal lattice is not that much strong. So that is the difference in melting point. Melting point is always not in increasing order. That is because of the terminal carbon. If they are same side, crystal lattice becomes poor. And this effect is seen up to some carbon atoms, not for all. When the carbon atoms terminal are somewhat away from each other, this effect is going to be minimized. Okay, so 5 carbon atom, that is a pentanoic acid, its melting point is slightly lower than butanoic acid because of the better packing in case of butanoic acid. This is about physical properties of carboxylic acid. I think it is clear to you. If we see acetic acid, it is more viscous as compared to alcohol of the same molecular mass. The reason, intermolecular force of attraction is stronger. That's why it is more viscous, its boiling point is higher. Chemical properties. Here, chemical properties. Chemical properties divided into some heads. Like if the structure of carboxylic acid is like this, COOH, carboxylic acid. In one kind of reactions, only hydrogen of carboxylic group participates. Here, this is the A type of reaction, and in this they show acidic character. Here, the reactions involved in this type of reactions are those where acidic character is verified: reactions with metals, reaction with bases, reaction with carbonates and bicarbonates, like that. This is the one type of reaction. In some reactions, there is a OH participates, that is reactions involving OH of carboxylic group, that is the B type of reaction. And another, reactions involving COH, complete COH, decarboxylation, such type of reactions, that is the C type of reaction. And here, the fourth type of reaction where either alkyl group in aliphatic and aryl group in aromatic carboxylic participates. That is the fourth type of reaction, D type. These are the 4 different types of reactions shown by carboxylic acid. Here one mechanism we have to study, and that mechanism is esterification. Its mechanism is in your syllabus, and that is one of the important mechanism. Okay, beta? So first let me write all the 4 types of reactions. Here is A, reactions involving hydrogen atom, H atom of carboxylic group. This is the one type of reaction, that is the A type, where only hydrogen participates. B type of reactions involving OH of carboxylic group. This is the second type of reaction. Not so many reactions, only limited reactions are there. C type of reactions involving COOH, carboxylic group itself, going to involve in the chemical reactions. And D type of reaction, that is the 4th type, reactions involving alkyl group or aryl group of carboxylic acid. These are the 4 type of reactions we have to discuss, and only few reactions are there, not so many. That's why this is not a lengthy one. Okay, so let us discuss one by one these all different type of reactions. The A type, reactions involving hydrogen atom of carboxylic group, and here it is, the property is acidic property, acidic character. This is the property here. The first one in this type is acidic character. Carboxylic acid ionized to give hydrogen ion and carboxylate ion and hydrogen ion. RCOH ionized to give RCO carboxylate ion plus hydrogen ion. You can write H3O positive also. RCOH plus H2O gives RCO minus plus H3O positive. This type of reaction can also be given. So this acidic character is because of stability of carboxylate ion. This carboxylate ion is more stable than carboxylic acid, corresponding carboxylic acid, due to its resonating structures and the delocalization of negative charge. In carboxylic acid, that negative charge is partially divided. That's why its delocalization is not that much perfect as carboxylate ion. That's why carboxylate ion more stable, and acetic acid or carboxylic acid easily ionized to give stable carboxylate ion and providing hydrogen ion. The carboxylate ion is like this. Here is R, C, O, here the negative charge, lone pair of electrons, 2 here lone pair of electrons, 3 pairs are there. This electron pair going to delocalize this side. Finally, this pi electron shifted towards the oxygen, and it is going to form a resonating structure R, C. Here is one more lone pair comes, and here is the double bond O with 2 lone pairs. These are the 2 resonating structures. Then there is a resonance hybrid that is equivalent to R, C, here is O, and this is the delocalization of negative charge. In this delocalization, this negative charge distributed in between these 2. Here the lone pair of electrons. That's why carboxylate ion is stable, and it easily, carboxylic acid easily ionized to give this ion and hydrogen ion. That's why they are acidic in nature. Okay. We can also take the value of equilibrium constant for the acid, Ka. The Ka value, Ka expression can be written as K is equal to molar concentration of carboxylate ion, molar concentration of hydrogen ion divided by molar concentration of RCOH. If the value of K is large, it means product concentration more and its acidic strength will be higher. Larger the value of K, more will be the acidic strength. Okay? This sentence, larger the value of K, value of Ka, greater will be acidic strength. Acidic strength. If we compare the value of K of different carboxylic acids, by seeing that value, we can decide which is more acidic. And one more concept, that is pKa. pKa can also be used to explain the acidic strength. Here it is. We know that pKa is equal to minus log Ka. And here, smaller the value of pKa, stronger will be the acidic strength. Acidic strength will be greater. Greater will be the acidic strength. Here the concept is somewhat different. Smaller the value of pKa, greater will be the acidic strength. Greater will be the acidic strength. This is the concept. On seeing the value of Ka, we can compare the acidic strength. On seeing the value of pKa, we can also compare the acidic strength. When Ka large, acidic strength will be greater. When pKa is small, because it is negative log of Ka, when pKa is small, the acidic strength will be greater. This is the concept behind this Ka and pKa. If the values are given, you need not to remember the value. If the values are given, we can compare the acidic strength by seeing that. This is the one thing. Another thing, comparison of acidic strength. Here the reasoning question. Why formic acid is more acidic than acetic acid? Why chloroacetic acid is more acidic than acetic acid? This type of comparison they are asking. The reasoning question. Comparison of acidic character. Comparison in the sense like this. HCOOH, this is the formic acid. And acetic acid, this is the one comparison between acetic acid and formic acid. Here is double bond O, here is OH, these two. From that oxygen, hydrogen will come out easily where electron density lesser. And electron density is decided by this substituent, this part, which is connected to the this carbonyl carbon. So this hydrogen atom is neither electron releasing effect nor electron withdrawing effect. That's why this oxygen has certain electron density and it is releasing hydrogen ion accordingly. In this case, this CH3 has plus I effect, electron releasing inductive effect, plus I effect. Because of that, electron density over carbon increases. And this electron density transfers towards this oxygen side. This oxygen has more electron density in acetic acid as compared to formic acid. Therefore, release of hydrogen ion from here, it is slightly difficult because this H ion coming in the form of H positive. And here oxygen density, electron density over oxygen is higher. There is more attraction between them. That's why release of H positive from acetic acid is difficult as compared to formic acid. And the value of K of formic acid is more than the value of K of acetic acid. That's why formic acid is stronger than acetic acid. Then what should be the written? You have to draw this diagram while answering this question. Why formic acid is greater, more acidic? So we can take any one, not both. It is better to take acetic acid. Due to plus I effect in acetic acid, oxygen has more electron density, so that release of hydrogen ion becomes difficult in acetic acid. Hence it is less acidic. This type of sentence we have to write. 2 sentence, 3 sentence maximum needed. No more explanation. But this diagram, if you are drawing, it is better. Otherwise, you can go directly without diagram. But in organic, if you see, so this type of structures, it gives better impression. Okay, beta? This is the one comparison. Why formic acid is more acidic than acetic acid. And the value of K for formic acid here, it is available with me. The value of Ka is 17.7 into 10 raised to power minus 5. And for acetic acid is 1.75 into 10 raised to power minus 5. This value is greater than this. It is near about 10 times more than that. It is 10 times more acidic than acetic acid. We can go for pK also. Here pK is also available. pK is equal to, for formic acid it is 3.75, and for acetic acid it is, this is pK is equal to 4.76. So here pK value is small, that's why it is more acidic than formic acid. So these data you need not to remember. If it is available in the question, you can give the reference of that. Because of that, this is more acidic. Okay, this is the one comparison. Second comparison is that is the substituents. Effect of substituents, we can say. If any substituent is there like fluorine, chlorine, halogen, fluoroacetic acid, CH, FCH2, COOH, and another is Cl, CH2, COOH. Cl being more electronegative than carbon or other elements. Here fluorine is also electronegative, and fluorine is more electronegative than chlorine. Therefore, its electron withdrawing effect, that is minus I effect. And here chlorine also exhibit minus I effect, electron withdrawing effect, and this electron density pushes in this way. This type of arrow we have to mark in the diagram. This is showing the shifting of shared pair of electrons. So this shared pair of electrons shifted towards this side, and that's why hydrogen can be easily released. If you compare with the acetic acid and chloroacetic acid, then this chlorine, it is electron withdrawing effect, so it is showing electron withdrawing effect, oxygen getting less electron density, and release of hydrogen becomes easier. This arrow is not required. So in this case, fluorine is more electronegative than chlorine. That's why this minus I effect in fluorine is more than that, and it is more acidic than chloroacetic acid. And on the basis of value also we can compare these two. Which is having larger value, that will be more acidic. This is another comparison. And final comparison. Here is a CH3, COOH, another is Cl, CH2, COOH, another is a dichloroacetic acid, Cl, CH, Cl, here is COOH, and finally trichloroacetic acid, Cl, C, Cl, Cl, COOH. These are the compounds. In this case, CH3 exhibits plus I effect, electron releasing inductive effect, increases electron density over oxygen, That's why electron density is more here and release of hydrogen slightly difficult from the acetic acid. Chloroacetic acid is electronegative. It withdraws electron from the carbon, the shared pair of electron transferred towards Cl side. It exhibits minus I effect. And in this way, electron density over oxygen is less as compared to this oxygen. And here, 2 Cl attached to the carbon atoms, and here the arrow is like this. 2 arrow we have to mark. Here is 2 arrow. This shows that this shifting of electron is somewhat up to greater extent as compared with chloroacetic acid. So over this carbon, electron density is minimum as compared to this previous 2. And finally, in this compound, the Cl 3 chlorine atoms, and here it shows maximum minus I effect. 3 arrows we have to mark. Here is maximum minus I effect. Because of that, this oxygen has minimum electron density as compared to all previous compounds. That's why this hydrogen comes out easily as compared to the remaining. That's why order of acidic strength is this acetic acid is less acidic than chloroacetic acid, less acidic than dichloroacetic acid, less acidic than trichloroacetic acid. Okay, beta? So this type of comparison they are asking. Why chloroacetic acid is more acidic than acetic acid? And this is the reason here. When acetic acid, there is a plus I effect, increasing electron density over oxygen, while chloroacetic acid, because of minus I effect, it is going to decrease electron density over oxygen and release of hydrogen becomes easier. So that is the reason. Okay, acidic strength clear? If we talk about benzoic acid is like this. Here is benzoic acid, COOH. And if any substituent attached with the benzoic acid, like COOH, and here substituent is electron withdrawing group. Electron withdrawing group. This is the one substituents, and another is electron donating group. Here is COOH and electron donating group, EDG. So these groups are also going to affect the acidic character of benzoic acid. Here this electron withdrawing group is like NO2, like CN, having multiple bonds, that type of group. So these groups making this benzene ring more electron deficient, and instead of releasing electron density, it is going to withdraw electrons from here, and this oxygen, it loses its electron density and it is releasing H positive ion easily as compared to benzoic acid. So this nitro benzoic acid, 2-nitro, 3-nitro benzoic acid is more acidic than benzoic acid. And here electron releasing group, electron donating group, like alkyl groups, CH3, like any other group having a single bond, lone pair of electrons, but they are not that much reactive. They are going to decrease the acidic strength of benzoic acid. So this is the concept. Okay, beta? So comparison of acidic character of carboxylic acid is the important thing, and you have to think in this way. According to question, you have to manage the diagram, you have to manage the answer. Some proof behind this acidic character is needed. Very simple, it is not that much important. The one is, this is the second reaction we can say, reactions with metals. Acids, they combine with metal to form to give hydrogen gas. They form salt of the acid and hydrogen gas. Carboxylic acid is also doing like that. RCOH combines with reactive metal like sodium, simple reaction. It is going to form a salt, RCOONA, plus hydrogen gas. This is the one property of an acid. Combines with metal to form hydrogen gas. So this is like this. Okay, better. Sodium carbonate H. It is combining with sodium carbonate also. Metal like CH3COOH, a carboxylic acid, combines with zinc. Even it can combine with zinc also. Reaction is not so fast. That's why it combined with zinc and form salt of acetate CH3COO twice zinc plus hydrogen gas. Here is two molecules of that. This is the one proof which shows that acetic acid or carboxylic acids are acidic in nature. They combine with metals and giving hydrogen gas like other acids. The another is reactions with carbonates and bicarbonates. In a lab also, we are confirming carboxylic group by doing this experiment. We are adding carbonate or bicarbonate to the sample, and if bubbles are coming out, that is because of the release of carbon dioxide, it verifies the presence of carboxylic acid. Like RCOH combines with sodium carbonate, it forms sodium salt of carboxylic acid RCONA plus carbon dioxide CO3 plus H2O, carbon dioxide CO2 plus H2O. Release of carbon dioxide proves that the given compound may be carboxylic acid. Okay, beta? So these are some reactions. We can take bicarbonate also and HCO3, and again we are getting a salt, hydrogen gas and water. So the second property we'll discuss in the next class, reactions involving OH. And there is a mechanism also we have to discuss, that is important, and it will take some time. That's why we'll discuss in the next class. So thank you, beta. Thank you, Hardik. Thank you, Varsha. Thank you,
Thank you,
Chidesh.
sir.
Thank you all. Thank you very much. 12th C students. Thank you, beta. Thank you all. You have listened
Thank
me.
you, sir.
And yes, beta. Yes. Sure. Yes, beta. Yes. I can see. Yes, I can see you on the screen, and I will take your attendance from here. Thank you, beta. Thank you very much.